All right, you know why you're here. We're here to talk about the Men in Black. Now, if you do a search on the internet, Men in Black, all you're going to come up with is um, Bruce, not Will. Who's the two actors in that? Tommy Lee Jones, and you're probably screaming a name right now. I, I can't I can't remember his name, but anyways, the guy who hit Chris Rock. So, anyways, um, now that's all you're going to come up with your results. You might come up with a picture of a video, a still of a video of two guys walking in through a hotel. All right, but before I get to that, I don't believe Men in Black exist. If they do, they are all just flat out government workers. I don't believe that they don't blink. I don't believe that they're weird looking. I don't believe that they're just normal government workers asking, like probably FBI or some branch of the government that nobody knows about. But I would believe in Bigfoot. I believe in Bigfoot before I believe in Men in Black or aliens or something like that. So because and people say, "Oh, you never found a Bigfoot carcass anywhere or no bones." I was like, "You go out now. Bears are more prevalent than Bigfoot. You go out in the woods and look for a bear bones, or a carcass or something, dead bear. Hey, you ain't gonna find it." So there goes your idea of there's no such thing as Bigfoot. But anyways, there's just too many stories by too many reputable people that Bigfoot exists. So anyways, you could probably say the same thing about Men in Black, but I don't believe they exist. They don't. They don't exist. If they came to me, two guys in black suits came to me, but there was one time, Dan Aykroyd, he's a big UFO guy. He tells a story that he was on a phone. He was working on a movie about, or something, a documentary about UFOs or something. He was outside talking on a phone. He was talking to Britney Spears. And he looked and he seen this car parked across the street. And there was a guy glaring at him. And he just looked at him and he says, "Okay." And he turned around and he's talking and he turned back and the guy's gone. The car's gone and everything. He says, "There's no way they went down. I didn't see it." But he didn't say what they looked like. He didn't say, "Oh, he looked like he had no eyebrows or something, or he looked weird or something." I don't know. That's the only. I mean, other people, their stories. I ain't gonna believe them. I ain't gonna believe them until like one guy says he got a phone call from somebody, and the next thing you know, he's inside the house. How? Yeah, I don't believe it. I ain't gonna believe it. So now let's get back to that story, to where, because if you had Men in Black, you'd have more pictures of them because they're in society. You would have videos of them. You would have camera pictures, and people would be like, "Whoa, who's this freaky looking dude?" You'd have pictures of them. So let's go back to that one where they're walking in through a lobby in a hotel. The camera is about 50 feet away, of course. And they said they walked up. Now, the story goes, somebody that worked there had a UFO experience the day before. And these two Men in Black came in and started questioning the people behind the counter. They said they didn't blink. They didn't have eyebrows. They had like white, like pale skin. They were just really weird looking people. All right? So you mean to tell me this big hotel, the only camera angle you have is at the entrance and nothing behind the counter aimed at these guys at the desk? That's why I don't believe they exist. Because if they did, there would be a camera right there, right behind the counter, aimed at that thing, aimed at those guys, recording them. So I don't know. They might say, "Well, they it didn't record that day. Maybe the cameras were broke that day." Of course. Everybody got the cliche that the cameras weren't running that day, or it was broke or something. So there you go. Just my little thing about the Men in Black, and I don't think they ever exist. I don't think they do. And I mean, if they do, they're government guys that go walking around or whatever. Men in Blacking around. I don't know. So that's about it. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. I'll see you in the next one.